club made a decision yet on Rodri, whether you will appeal against the charge?
The club didn't inform anything, so he's ready to play tomorrow. I don't have any other info.
So he's ready to play tomorrow, you say? He'll be, as far
the club
as you know.
didn't said to me he cannot play, so
okay.
We wait.
Yeah. How have you sort of seen his sort of recent form? Do you feel like he's getting better?
Yeah, by far.
Yeah.
As much he's not injured, in long weeks we work and training, yeah.
Yeah. And just one more, Pep. Newcastle had a very long trip this week to Baku while you guys were sat with your feet up. Can that make a difference tomorrow, or would that be?
I have experience with that, in the opposite side. Only I can say it, big compliment for the Premier League to put the game to 8 p.m. and not 3 p.m. after this trip. You know, it's a long one, come back late, and after one day, and you have you have to travel today, now can travel tomorrow, is a big difference. So at the end, the Premier League think about the Premier League team, what has been neat. Hopefully this experience can be provided for the future for all the teams in England and play in Europe, and to have a proper rest, you know, to be ready. So at the same time, sometimes I'm not agree and completely agree. I don't know which about sometimes, you know, say the broadcasters that they say is not allowed. So at the end, I don't know who took the decisions, to be honest, but big compliment.
Oh. Hi, Pep. You're obviously getting used to playing Newcastle. Last time out, you played two wide forwards with Antoine and Omar from the start, but Erling came on to play as a slightly different role, I'd say, coming from the right and in. Do you think that's a role that he can play more often with a partner?
We see when the wingers are back. Still, we have just one winger, 1.5, because 1.75, because Sabio's back. So, and maybe Erling will be playing more central positions. But when, of course, Sabio is ready to play tomorrow from the beginning. So we decide that we are going to play in some details. But I think he adapted perfectly.
Do you think Erling, after so long, might need occasionally a new challenge of a different role, something else to understand?
No, the role is being close to the goal and score goals. This is the role. How do you move in right, left, a little bit shape, a little bit more open or more close? This is big and depends on him. But I'm not tell to Erling to play the left back. That's for sure.
So, hi Pep. You mentioned about how 70% of the team are new in terms of can they win 12 games. I think you said earlier in the season, your captaincy group at the minute is really strong. What kind of role can they play? Because those captains are pretty much the ones with the most experience of being there and winning it. So what can they give to the new guys when it's this time of year, when it's April, and you're going for all the trophies?
Listen, our experience that we live in the past against Liverpool, that we should win a lot of games, never thought, like today when asked me 12 games left, I'm going to win 12 games. Never ever thought that. It happened because we knew that the rival is so strong. If you lose games, it will be so difficult. It's the same feeling I have with Arsenal. Arsenal drop points in the last, but they can win in a row a lot of games. So, but that's why I'm thinking my focus is no change. I mean, what happened? It's if we win the 12 game, we'll be champions. Yeah, it's a good news. But who knows that? I cannot assure you, but they didn't assure you when it happened in the past against Jurgen to win both teams a lot of games. So now it's only in my mind is I saw the last game against Karabakh and in Champions League and in Newcastle, and it was exceptional. It was 5-0 at halftime, could be 9. The keeper of the opponent side make a 3 or 4 incredible save, and the rhythm and the pace and the intensity they are playing is the Newcastle. I remember when start this project with Eddie Howe and all the people support and qualify for the Champions League and this kind of stuff. So it's quite similar, the pace and the rhythm that they have. So only I'm concerned about Newcastle. And after again, day off and Leeds. And the people say, I'm going to tell me in the relegation battle what happened Leeds, how easy will be. Will not. I know that. So and the proof now in the Premier League this season, right? So every team can drop points to everyone. It happened all the teams. So that's why it's relaxed. Newcastle is only I can think. The experience maybe can help, but I don't know on the pitch, the new ones, how we're going to react.
And you mentioned before how it's good news that they've moved the game to 8 to help with the travel back. What kind of a difference does it make if it's just 5 hours? if it could have been 3 o'clock or 12 o'clock, but they made it late. Does it make that much difference?
They can sleep at home tonight, recovery, stay at home, sleep there, and tomorrow take a plane and come here. And the opposite side, they have to training, come back here, sleep here, and the other one, the recovery, when it's player 3, you have 4 days. Always I ask when ask me about UEFA, FIFA, the other one. So do the schedule, whatever you want, but give 4 days between games. Only 72 hours. Don't give just Saturday, Tuesday, or Sunday, Wednesday. Give proper, 4 days. And after that, the game will be better, less injuries, more sustainable for the clubs. The players will be happier. So no injuries for 4 or 5 months. But I know it's so difficult to be possible.
Hi, Pep. There are plenty of places we don't have access to, but there's one in particular that if you want to share some information on it, I'd love to know more. Apparently, the day before a game, you meet with your number 2 and number 3. You go into a room, and then you start analysing, and I don't know how long you take there, what happens there, and through your time at City, what the assistance that you had added to in those conversations. How does it work? Do you speak and they listen? They speak and you listen. How does it work?
Yeah, both, back and forth. I give my opinion, they give my opinion. When I'm completely clear everything, I talk less. So we're going to do this, but normally I have with a lot of games, some doubts. And I love to listen what they think. It happened in all the systems I have in Barcelona and Munich, and especially here in Manchester. I had few different ones since Dome, with Mikel, Rodo, Enzo, now with Pep, with Colo. So, and I love to listen because always back and forth. So, they inspire me, and I learn a lot of all of them.
And out of the ones that you had, assistants that you had, which one was the bravest? The one that spoke all?
My mom and dad. No. All of them, they helped me a lot. No, to be honest. Everyone has his own personality. I want to change, but the Catalan guys I have in Barcelona and after Bayern Munich and after here with Mikel helped me a lot in the beginning for, especially what means the Premier League. He knew it perfectly, and of course, his knowledge is already proven in Arsenal. And Enzo, imagine the job has done in Everton and Leicester and Everton, and Rodo also knew the Premier League, and Colo knew the Premier League, and Juanma, of course, is like a father for me in terms of sentimental issue. Is the closest one because I knew from long time ago. So everyone has been so special. It helps the teams I've been, not myself, the teams, make the teams better and better. So today in the modern football, you cannot do it alone. Before maybe, but now you need incredible staff, backroom staff to support you. Otherwise, even with that, there are problems in terms of injuries, in terms of good decisions, bad decisions. All the info, the big data, and this kind of stuff. Even with that, we need, especially emotionally, the managers, all the managers can be agree with me. We are so lonely most of the times. Even you have surrounded for a lot of players, you feel so lonely. Have a people close to you, like you can rely on, can trust. In the bad moments, always a hug, and always ability to make you convinced. Always there are positive things, even then in the defeats. This kind of people helps you a lot because you have a low moment. You are, God, I'm not able to make a click, or the team is not playing good, or whatever. Have people close to you, support you. And not all of them, they are able to do it. That's why I was so lucky. Because all of them I had with own different personalities. It helps me. It helps me a lot, not just in terms of knowledge, in terms of being okay. Everything is going to be fine. At the end, tomorrow we know what's going to happen, but you go to the game, it's going to be fine. You're going to find a way to beat them. That is the best approach that you can have. And when you have close people in that terms, always helps you.
Last two with the inside.
Hi, Pep. You mentioned Rodri's getting back to close to his best, if not his best. It's 18 months since the first injury against Arsenal. Has it surprised you it's taken this long? What sort of challenges has he faced in those 18 months? Because that is a long time to kind of not be at your best.
We come back too earlier. Yeah. Our desire to come back, him especially back, we come back early. That's why it was longer. It's a good lesson. The human being has a process. You know, the recovery, we say 3 or 4 days. The human being has a time of recovery. There are players like can recover earlier, like Bernardo, for example, or Phil, or whatever, and the other one need more time. But the human being, when you are injured, there is a time, like, you can do whatever you want. Go to the pool, go to the hiking, go to the whatever you want. Need the proper time to recover. But and that's why it was 18 months now, but he came back earlier. You know, in the World Cup and the other one, but the step back. So we wanted this half and need a little bit more time. And still is not his best, but every time his mood and his training, for example, and he's playing many things, he's a special player.
And I think he's got 18 months left on his contract. I know you don't talk about contract negotiations, but he's only 29. Do you still see him being a cornerstone of this team for many years to come?
Desperately. I would love. Yeah, Rodri is Rodri, so it's so, a player like is as much age he has, more wiser, more understand the game, and there are players like feels that when he's in the pitch, not just the manager, his mates know, we are better, we feel better. And that is experience, timing, and especially what I said many times. So there are players that are defined in the bigger stages, in the difficulties, and Rodri is one of them that, like Bernie, like Ruben, like many of them, like I had in the past, like Kevin's, like Gundo's, like a lot of them. Don't name one player can feel bad. That define the biggest teams in the biggest clubs. You cannot achieve what we achieve, and you have huge personalities. We had always said many times, when you have seasons and Premier League or Champions, you don't win 5-0 every weekend. No, this is in fairy tales, histories is fine. And now the people, how good was Man City? In Man City was good. We won a lot of games, 1-0, 0-1, playing rubbish, playing not good. But personality is there, how he handled these moments, how he deal with that, come for them. And that's why we had success.
Last one, Simon. Thank you.
Just on that, it felt like Rodri and Bernardo together at Tottenham, at Liverpool, and then with Ruben coming back has made a big difference. How important is having as many players like that on the pitch going to be for the final 2 months of the season?
Yeah, it's important, really massively important. So 2 players I named have been here for 9 years, knows everything, and yeah, always when I see proper midfield players, they know exactly what they have to do, dictate the tempos and many details, and yeah, it's good.
And those 2 in particular, kind of, I guess you don't have to tell anything to or as much to in the games, with it being quite a new team. But
yeah, I have to tell less, yeah. Especially because you know how 1,000 millions meetings and games we have played together, been together, and pre-match game, post-match analysis, analyze what they have done good, no bad. Sometimes I feel when I make some meetings now, they say, Pep, again, you're talking the same subject. But you have a lot of new players, they have to know exactly what they have to do, and of course there are details, no? So how many times Rodri and Bernardo play against Etihad Newcastle? They know exactly what they do. Of course, now Gordon is a striker. Before it was a winger. We play alternate, and the strikers completely play with Gordon. So for the quality of them, of course, you can do that details, but they know exactly, like Eddie Howe knows exactly what they're going to play. So in that terms, it's not surprises. It's be ready in terms of mood to try to win the game.
Thank you very
much.
much.
Thank you.